How to sell your land for cash fast. Are you looking to sell land fast? Selling property can be a long, complicated process. Unlike houses, most vacant land parcels can be difficult to sell quickly due to their stagnant nature. But if you're in need of quick cash, selling your land quickly might be the right option for you. With the right approach and an understanding of selling process, selling your land for cash is possible. This guide will cover some tips and tricks on how to sell land fast and get top dollar for it. From choosing a real estate agent to finding interested buyers, we'll walk through all the steps necessary to make sure that selling your land doesn't have to take forever. So let's dive in and learn how to sell your land for cash fast. Research the current market value of your land. The first step to selling your land for cash is to research the current market value of your land. This will give you a good idea of how much the land is worth and what you can expect to get for it. There are a number of online resources that can help you with this, or you can speak to a local real estate agent. Get your land appraised. Once you've found a reputable land buyer, the next step is to get your land appraised. This will give you an idea of how much your land is worth and will help you negotiate the fair price with the buyer. Avoid scams. Unfortunately, there are a number of scams out there when it comes to selling land for cash. Some scammers will try to lowball you on the price of your land, while others may try to get you signed over a deed without paying any upfront. It's important to be aware of these scams and avoid them at all costs. The best way to do this is by working with a reputable land buyer who has a good reputation in the industry. Know your rights. It's important to know your rights as property owner when selling your land for cash. In most cases, you have the right to back out from the sale at any time before the contract is signed and the deed is transferred. You may also have the right to negotiate the terms of the sale, including the price, so be sure to do this before agreeing to anything. Find a cash buyer. Once you know how much your land is worth, you can start looking for a cash buyer. There are a number of investors who specialize in buying land, so do some research to find one that fits your needs. You can also look for companies that buy land for development and other purposes. When choosing a cash home buyer for a vacant land property, you should consider the Eagle Cash buyers. They buy vacant land with no closing cost, and they are good in land sales. Also, they have a fair cash offer. Negotiate the price. Once you found a potential buyer, it's time to negotiate the price. This is where having an idea of the current market value of your raw land will come in handy. You should also have a clear idea of what you're willing to accept for your land. Be prepared to haggle back and forth until you reach an agreement that works for both parties. Before you sell raw land, you will need to get all of your paperwork in order. This includes things like your deed and title insurance policy. You will also need to have any surveys and appraisals that have been done on the property. Having all of this paperwork in order will make the selling process go much smoother. Draw up a contract. Once you've agreed on the price, the next step is to draw up a contract. This contract should outline all the terms of the sale, including the purchase price, any contingencies, and when the sale will be finalized. Both parties should sign a contract before any money changes hands. Get the sale in writing. Once you've agreed on a price, it's important to get the sale in writing. This will protect both you and the buyer in case there are any issues with the sale down the road. Be sure to include all pertinent information in a contract, such as the purchase price, any contingencies, and when the sale will be finalized. Close the deal. After everything has been agreed upon and put in writing, it's time to close the deal and transfer ownership of your land. This typically involves signing over the deed of the buyer and receiving payment in full. Once this is done, congrats! You've successfully sold your land for cash fast. Conclusion. Selling your vacant land fast requires careful consideration and preparation. You need to know the current market value of your land, research potential buyers, negotiate when selling price, draw up contract, and get all paperwork in order. By following these steps, you'll be able to successfully sell your land for cash without running into any issues or scams along the way. Don't forget that reputable companies like Eagle Cash Buyers can help make the process even easier.